Okay, recording has been started. So let me start with the join concepts. So for that, I will see you one image over here. Let me present my screen. It is presenting. So now you will able to see the entire screen, right? So these are the different types of joins available in the SQL server or any kind of relational databases. So if you see over here from the left side, from the top left side, these are called as the left join or left outer join, you can say that. So we have different tables, right? Different tables in the SQL server or any relational database. So let me start with inner join first. So inner join, there is some column will be common, right? There is will be some, we will see the example later on. First, let me go through this image from high level. So inner join will be, there is some column will be common. Suppose there is one common column. Take me the example of employee and department table. So there there is one common column between these two tables, that is department id, right? So let me write over here. This is our employee table and this is department table. EMPID, name, DPTID, and then DPTID, DPT name. So these are the different employees are there, like Harshit, Rima, Manoj, Rakesh. These are the department IDs of employee. IT department, HR department, and mechanical department. Suppose. So there is a common column between these two tables. Department ID is common column in both the tables, right? This is our first table and this will be our second table. So if we do the inner join between these two table, then common values from these two column in both the tables will return. So over here, all the rows from the both the tables will be written, right? Because all distinct value from the department id of employee table is present in the department table of into the department id column of department table. So in the inner join will return all the common rows. If you see over here, all the common rows from table A and table B. Suppose those rows which are available in table A but not available in table B, that will be not returned. Just a minute. Yeah, I have started the recording already. So you are able to hear me, right? Please type yes in the chat box. Okay. So this is known as the inner join. Now let me go through the another type of join. So over here, the top left side of the corner, that is known as the left join. So over here, if you see over here, these are the common data from table A and table B will be definitely available, but those records which are present in table A but not in table B, that is also available in left join. And left join and left outer join both will be the same. Okay, so let me go through this image. Now suppose over here employee id 5 is there, employee id 6 is there, and 7 is there. Some name is right, Hema, then Kishan, Ashish. Then department id is, suppose department id is 4, 5 and 6 are there, but over here that department id is not present, right? Suppose over here that over here some department id 7 and 8 are present, and that is suppose like ISRO or some of the company, right? So these 4, 5 and 6 department id are not present in the right side of the department table, and at the moment we do not have any primary key foreign key relationship, right? So this value will be allowed. So in that case, if we do the left join of employee department table on employee dot dptid equal to d dot dptid, then all the values from the left table will be displayed, and only the matching value from the right table will be displayed. Like these three only will be displayed, this 7 and 8 will be not displayed, right? So that is known as the left join. If anyone has any question, then they can write in the chat box. So now let me go through the concept of right join. So in the right join, the all the common records from both the tables will be displayed, as well as those records which are only available in the right table. From this image you can say that those record which is only available in table B but not available in table A, that are also displayed. So in our example, if we select the data over here from the right table, so just copy this one, and in place of left over here it will be a right. So in this case 1 to 3 will be definitely shown, up to here it will be definitely shown, but 7 and 8 also will be displayed over in our result set. We will definitely write a query and see in detail, but please wait for some time. So all this data will be displayed, as well as common data from this table will be displayed in the right join. So now let me go through the concept of full join. For now, ignore this one and this one. Focus on the full join. So in the full join, all the common records will be displayed, as you can see over here in the image. Then those records which are present in the table A but not present in the table B, that is also displayed. And those records which are present in the table B but not present in table A, that will be also displayed. In short, all the records from both the tables will be displayed, and over here, let me mention over here the output. So EMP ID 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me copy from here. Let me copy department ID from here. Now, over here, this will be displayed over here, and then over here, 2 and 3 will be displayed. So we can say these are the actual output when we run the query for a full outer join. What is the department ID of department 2, and then what is the department ID of mic, what is the department name of department ID 3? So these are the department name. So now over here, as you can see, 4, 5 and 6 is not available in left side, right? Sorry, in the right side, in the right side of the table, right? So over here, the result will be null, null, null. Over here also same, null, null, null. Now these two department are additionally is present in department tables, so it will be shown over here. And over here in all these three columns, because 7 and 8 is not present in the left table, so over here it will be displayed null. Let me copy this one. So this will be our output in case of the full outer join. Okay guys, up to here you have got it. Please mention in the chat box. Okay. Okay, thank you, thank you. So now let me go through the table and let me see you some example over here. Let me execute, it will give some error. Then we have to use our database, which is Adventure Works. So guys, I have already created all these three table. Books table, I have inserted the data into that. Now I have created the authors table. Then I have inserted the data into that, and then I have created the editors table, and then I have inserted the data into that. So I will give you this script at the end of our session. So let me now, also there is one table which is translator table, and I have inserted the data into the translator table as well. So let me execute all these four table. So if you see over here in the books table, book ID will be there, then book name title will be there, then what kind of book it is there, that is type, then author ID is there, right? This is the author ID, which is a ID in the author table. Second table is our author table. So this author ID will be the ID into the author table. Now this editor ID will be the ID into the editor table. So if you see over here, third table is editor and fourth one is translator. Then this translator ID will be the ID column in translator table. And here some null values are there to understand our concepts of joins. So here total different four tables are there. So now let me go through the exercise what they have given us. So let's say we want to show book titles along with their authors. Like in author's first name and last name will be there. So over here, select star from books. Then it is proper or it is better practice to give the alias to this table. So for that purpose, I will give the alias to books table will be books. Now we want only book titles along with their authors, right? So let me execute books and authors table again. So author ID will be there over here and ID will be there. So at the moment we want only common data between these two tables, right? So we need to use inner join for this purpose because we want author name respective to each the titles of the book. So we need to join both the tables with author ID column and ID column from author table. So let me write the query. Inner join authors A on B dot author ID equal to A dot ID. Now what we want? We want B dot title, then B dot type, then for our information I am taking author ID as well, then A dot first name and A dot last name. Now anything we want, type of the big book also we can take. So let me execute this query. So can anyone say, guys, how many records it will display? 11, can anyone tell from this result set how many records it will display? Can you write in the chat box, please? I will show you the table again. So by this way only you can learn the join concept, right? You should able to answer how many rows will be displayed in inner join. That is the purpose basically of joins. Can you please write in the chat box, guys? Let me show you the screen again. Now, can anyone tell me how many records it will display in inner join? Can you please answer, guys? Whatever the answer, right or wrong, anything will be fine. But please answer. Can I unmute everyone if you want to speak? 13, okay. So let me write this thing into the Excel sheet. Then we can say that only one answer I got. Okay, so I think 11 will be there, right? 11 is one time, 11 is two time, and 11 is three time. So three records will be displayed for 11. Then 15 is there one time, 15 is there two times. So 15 will be there for two times. Then 14 is there, right? 14 will be there for I think one time only. Then again 11, 12 is there. 12 will be there again for one time. 15 already taken. 13 will be there and 13 also one time. So it will be 8 or more. One, two, one, two, three, then 4, 5. So let me execute the query. So it will be displayed 8 records. Guys, let me show you the Excel file. What is the sum of this? 8, right? So it will be displayed 8 records in the inner join. So over here, both the tables will be joined. If you take the ID column also over here, a dot id, then you will be able to see that these two columns are same. That is the concept of inner join only, right? Both columns in both the tables will be same. So only 8 records are displayed in case of inner join. So now let me go to the second example. So this is our second example. We will be displaying the books along with their translators. Only half of our books have been translated and thus have a corresponding translator. So what would be the result of joining the books and translator tables using inner join? So let me select the data from the books as well as translator table. So let me do the comment on both this table. So these are the books table and this is the translator table. So over here only 31, 32, 33, 34 are there. So these record are null values, right? These record are null values which has been not translated yet. Those books are not yet translated yet, so it has a null value. So now let me do the inner join between these two table. Select star from books B, inner join translators T on B dot translator ID is equal to T dot ID. And here we can write B dot title, B dot type, B dot translator id t dot id, t dot first name, and t dot last name. So I think in this case, only four records will be displayed because these are the null value which will not match in our inner join condition, right? So only it should be only four record will be displayed in left join, sorry, inner join. So you can see over here only four records has been displayed. Only these four books has been translated yet. All other books are not yet translated. So up to here everything is clear, guys. Up to here, everything is clear, guys. Let me unmute for some time. You can speak or you can write over in the chat box. Okay. So now let me go. So this is the perfect example of inner join. At the end of the session, I will give you one exercise and we will solve it together how we can tackle with the joins in SQL. So this is our third example. So, for instance, let's say that we want to display information about each book's author and translator. We also want to keep the basic information about each book. So, over here, just a minute. So, over here, we want to display each book, author, and translator. So, over here, we need to do three joins, means three table joins. It is more than two table joins. So in interview, they will be asked that total how many tables of choice you have done till now. If you say two table only, then it will not be a good answer. You can say that three tables, four tables, or five tables. In fact, if I give my example, then I have used around 7 to 10 table of joins in my one of the company. So now let me write the query for the same. Select star from books B. Here we need to use the left join because we need to keep the basic information about each book, whether it is there in author table or not, or whether it is there in translator table or not. So here we need to write authors A on B dot author ID equal to A dot ID. And again left join translators table T on B dot translator ID equal to T dot ID. So here let me select the data from the B table first. B dot title, B dot type, B dot, you can say author ID also we will take, and translator ID also we will take. Then let me select the data from the authors table. So A dot first name, A dot last name. And then let me select the data from the translator table. So it is translator table. So it is a best practice to give alias in these kind of conditions because we cannot identify over here that first name from the result set, that this first name is what and this first name is what, this last name is coming from which table, this last name is coming from which table. So here we can give the alias as author first name And over here you can give the alias of author last name, and over here is translator first name, and over here you can give the alias of translator last name. Now you will easily identify that this is the author first name, this is the author last name, this is the translator first name, this is the translator. Now here if you see over here, there are some values are null. So because of left join, if you see the tables of author and books and translator, there are in the books table some translator id is null. So in that case, for those translator id from the books table, that value will be coming null in our result set, because there is no translator id provided in books table. So let me go through the solution again. So that is why this value is null over here. And this is the data from coming from the books table. I think up to over it is coming from the books table. Sorry, up to here it is coming from the books table. And this is the data from the author table, and this is the data from the translator table. So this is the perfect example of left join. So now let me try to use over here left outer join. I think it should give same result set in both the cases. So it will give the same result, right? So in the interview, if they will ask you what is the difference between left join or left outer join, or again they will ask you what is the difference between right join and right outer join, then you can say that both will be the same. The result will be giving by both the queries will be same, right? So let me go through the example number 4. So let me go through the example number 4. This time we want to show the basic book information along with the last name of corresponding editors. Again, we want to keep all the books in the result set. So what would be the query? So now we have two different tables, books table and editors table. Let me write over here only select star from books and select star from editors. So you will see over here some of the editor id in the books table. You can see this is the editor id is not present in the id column of editor table. So but we want all the records from the books table, right? So again we need to use the left join only, right? So this is another example of the left join table. From books b, left join editors e on b dot. This time we need to join with editor id column. So we want all the information from the books table. So it is always better to practice the writing the column names in place of star. Now what we want? We want editor dot first name in editor dot last name. So let me execute all the three queries. So here, if you see over here, in the editor ID column of the books table, in our final result set, last name and first name value will be not there because this 28 value is not present in the editor table of, which is our main table, right, for joining conditions. So 28 is not present over here, so that how can it will come the first name and last name? So it is not possible, right? So this is again the perfect example of left join or left outer join. Now let me go through our fifth example. So this is our fifth example. So what is this? Up to over here, everything is clear, right? Can you write the yes or no in the chat box? You can speak also, guys, for now. If you want to speak anything related to topic, then you can speak also. You are getting right, Kavita, Nandi, Kailash, Amol, Sagar, Vasanti. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. So let me go through the fifth example. Let's repeat our previous example, but this time our task will be to keep all of the records from the editor's table. So, right now, what we want? Now we want the reverse condition. Now we want all the records from the editor table, but common record from the both table, in those record which are present in books table but not present in editor table, so it will not come. So in this case we need to use the right join over here. We just need to change the condition over here. So books will be our left table, editor will be our right table. This is our joining condition, so all the records from the editor table will become this time. So let me execute again all these three queries. So if you see over here, let me select the book ID over here. So book ID will be definitely not come, right? So if you see over here, is there anything messy? Okay, this is the editor ID. Okay, okay, okay. Now let me select the e.id over here to getting better understanding. So if you see over here, here if you see 26 and 27 are there, right? So what is the, this is our editor table, and then this 26 and 27 is not present in the books table, right, in editor ID column. So in that record from the books table, all these values which are we are retrieving from the books table, it will be null always, right? Because this joining condition is not satisfied. This 26 and 27 is not present in editor id column of books table. That's why all this value will be coming from the books table will be null always, right? So this is the perfect example of the right outer join. If now if I change over here from right outer, then also it will give me the same result set. Then this will give us the same result set. So this is our right outer join. Now let me go through the example number 6. So what is the example number 6? To start with, let's again join the books and editors table. But this time we will be keeping all the records from both the tables. So now we want to take the all the records from the both the tables, right? So in that case, we need to use the full outer join. So just what we want to do, we just need to change right with the full keyword. So now it will give the all the records from both the tables. So now let me again execute all the three tables. So if you see over here, this 28, this 28 editor ID is present in the books table, but which is not present in the editor table. You can see over here, it is not present. So all those columns coming from the editor table will be null, right? In case of left join. So this record is the result set of left join. Now again I have explained that thing. These are 26 and 27 will be not present in the editor ID of the books table. So this will be the result set of right join. So up to here, let me just copy paste this record. So up to here, all the records are the result set of inner join. Right, guys? Up to here, all the these result set are of inner join. Then this additional one is the result set of left join. And these two additional ones are the result set of right join. Okay, guys. So now let me do again the inner join for a minute. Right, total 7 records are there. So now if you see over here also total 7 records are there. So that I have already told, that is the result set of inner join. This extra is the result set of right join, and this is the result set of, sorry, left join, and this is the result set of right join. So now there is one more thing, guys. If you do not specify any keyword over here, then this is the, can anyone told me what kind of join it is, this left join, right join, full join, or inner join? Can you write in the chat box, please? Or you can speak over here, no problem, you can speak also. Okay, inner join, inner join. Exactly correct, right. So if you do not specify any join type, then by default SQL server will take it as an inner join. Okay, now let me go through the another example. We have written over here full join, right? Now this is our final example to understand. For now, just wait a minute. So now this is one more example. Then we will see some other things as well. So in our final table, we want to join all four tables to get information about all of the books, authors, editors, translators in one table. So we will be using full join throughout our query over here. So now we have total four different tables, right? Let me just copy paste over here all the four tables to one comment. So now we want to join all the four tables. So that is basically freshers have never done these kind of things, or non-IT background people may not have done these kind of things. So here we want to join all the four tables to get information about all of the books. So we want all the data from the books tables as well as all the data from the all the tables. So here we need to use full join, or you can say that full outer join. So here authors A on B dot author ID equal to A dot ID. Now again full join editors table on B dot editor ID equal to E dot ID, and then again full join translators table T on B dot translator ID equal to T dot ID. Now what we want? We want all the books details, right? So B dot ID, B dot title, B dot type, B dot author ID, B dot editor ID, and B dot translator ID. Now let me select the data from the A dot ID, A dot first name, A dot last name. Now E dot ID, E dot first name, E dot last name, and now T dot ID, T dot first name, and T dot last name. Now remove this star. So this is the proper way to write any SQL queries. So here all the records has been displayed. So wherever you are seeing null, this particular column is not present in the books table as respective author ID or editor ID or translator ID. So that's why in that place null will be showing over here wherever you are seeing nulls. So now can anyone has any doubt up to here? They can speak or they can write in the chat box. Up to now, anyone has any query? You can speak, no problem. Up to now, there is any query? Okay. So now let me say you one more example. One more example of joins. So here we have two different tables with only one column. So let me copy paste over here this one and ID and ID. So now can you guys tell me what will be this table inner join, left join, right join, full join. So here is the task for every one of you. These are the table A and these are the table B with only one column, ID column in both the tables. Now you have to give me how many number of rows will be there in when we do inner join of these two table with ID column. Then how many number of rows will it give in left join? How many number of rows it will give in right join? And how many number of rows it will give in full outer join? Please write down in the chat box, everyone. These are the tables. I will give you 2 minutes, but please write down, everyone. This will clear your join concepts very well. Let me speak the names. Yeah, hi Aditi, Amol, Kailash, Kavita, Sagar. Can you please write down the name? Write down Vasanthi, Sanchari, Sagar, Praveen, Kavita. Can you please write down in the chat box how many records will be displayed in terms of each join type? Or can you please give me inner join? In inner join, how many number of records will be given? First, start with inner join only. Can you please tell me? Ten, 13, 14. 11 records are displayed. Okay. Can Sagar has told 15 records. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay, no problem. So let me explain you now. So this one will be joining with this one, right? So it will be displayed. Then this one again will be joined with this one. Then it will be displayed. Then again this one will be joined with this one. Then this one will be displayed. So three record. Then again this one will be joined with this one. One record, two record, three record. So for one, it will be six record, right? Then for two, these two will be joined with these two. Now these two will be joined with these two. So two records will be there. One, two. Now for three, again two record. These three will be joined with these three. These three will be joined with these three. So three again, two records will be displayed. Then four again, two records will be displayed. One, right? So four, then five, three record will be displayed. So now null will be not compared with null record, right? So it is not possible. So it will not be displayed. Again, 6 and 7 is not present in the table B. So that will be also not displayed. So in terms of inner join, 15 record will be displayed. So Sagar is correct one. So in terms of inner join, 15 records will be displayed. So let me show you in the tables. Table A, inner join, table B on A dot ID equal to B dot ID. This is the first one, inner join, A dot ID, B dot ID. So you can see over here 15 records is displayed, right? I have already written that 15 records. Now tell me in left join how many records will be displayed in left join. Please write down in the chat box, everyone, please. This is the table in front of you. Someone has written. So apart from Sagar, anyone can speak or they can write in the chat box. Can I 18, okay. Kavita also said 18. Okay. So you are aware, right? Why 18? So now let me just change the left over here. So 18 is the correct answer. Right. If you see over here, this 15 record will be displayed definitely, but these three record will additionally displayed in terms of left join, because what is the condition, all the matching records from the both the tables as well as non matching records from the left side table it will display, right? So now tell me in right join how many records will be displayed in right join. Please write down in the chat box how many records will be displayed in the right join. Please guys, you can speak in any time, no problem. Someone has, I think, written 18 again. What is your thoughts? Others, please. Aditi, Kavita. How many records will it display in case of right join? Please write down at least in the chat box, guys. Okay, 18, 18. Okay. So now let me change over here from left to right. Sorry. Now let me execute this query. So again 18. So in this time, it has displayed all the matching rows from both the tables as well as these three additional records from the right table, not these three, right? These three record from it will display, so 15 plus 3 18. Now tell me how many records it will be displayed in terms of full join, full outer join. Please write down in the chat box in terms of full outer join how many records it will be displayed. Here is the tables information. It is very simple, guys. Please write down in the chat box. Sagar, Vasanti, Kavita. Okay, someone has told 21 inner plus left unmatched plus right unmatched records. Okay, great, correct. Now let me just write the full join. Full join or full outer join, both will be same, right? So these are the three. 15 is common in both the tables. Then these three are the left join records and these three are the right join records. So it will be displayed 15 plus 3 18 plus 3 21, right? So now your question has been resolved, right, Sagar? Now, till till now, anyone has any doubt? They can definitely give your views or feedback. Anything they can give, they can speak. My teaching style, or how is the pace, or whatever. Anything needs to be improved. Anything they can speak about for 2 3 minutes, or everything is fine. We have clarity on this. Okay, thank you. So these are the joint times, main joint types over here. Now let me write write something else. Table A comma table B. Now can anyone tell me what is this? What is this we can say? How many records it will displayed? Can anyone tell me what we can say is this one? In how many records it will displayed? Can you first tell what we can say? This one, this is inner join, left join, right join, full join, or anything else? You can just write down in the chat box, please. Sorry, I have run the query. Actually, this is called as a cross join. Yes, yes, right. This is called as a cross join. All the tables in table A. Or- Actually, this is column, right? All the columns in table A and all the columns in table B. Okay, yes, right, Sagar. This is a cross join. So, if you see over here, there are total 10 rows are there in the left table, and there are total 14 rows are there in the right table, right? Table B. So if you eliminate the joining conditions, then it will join all the rows from the table A with all the rows from the table B. So this we can say is a cross join. So 10 rows from the table A will join with 14 rows of the table B, means 14 multiplied by 10. So it will give us 140 as a result set. Right? It is given 140 rows. So this is the example of cross join. Now everything is clear up to here, right, guys? So now we will continue in 2 minutes. If you want to take any break for 2 minutes, then you can take. Then we will understand one more concept, which is which is union all, intersect and accept. So we will take a break of 2 minutes, guys. That is fine, right? So let me resume the recording, and let me start with the self join concept. So whenever we want to join a table to itself, that is known as a self join. So here, if you see over here, this is my employee table, right? In which we have given as employee ID, employee name, salary, and manager ID. Now, if we want to see over here, what is the name of the manager? What is the name of the manager of particular employee? Right? Then, in this kind of scenario, we need to use the self join. So, let me write over here whether it is providing self join keyword or not. I am not sure, but let me write it. I think we need to eliminate this keyword. So, so actually we have joined over here basically two same table, same table twice, right? Let me move this data to the Excel sheet. So over here we have joined the same table twice. This is the employee table, and this is again the employee table. Now we have joined with employee E1 of manager ID. Then what is the manager ID of E1? So this column with second table, this column. So over here we need to use the left join. Let me try to use the left join. So over here the first record is Arshit, right? EMP ID 1, but their manager ID column is null. So Harshit will not have any manager. Let me just write E1 dot star in comma E2 dot star. We can say E2 dot EMP name only. So this is the perfect result. Oh, sorry, guys, I was in mute. So these are the two different tables. Sorry, two same tables over here. If you see over here, select star from EMP E1, then we are joining over here same table twice, right? Same table twice. So forget this as of now, because we have used the same table twice, then this is known as a self join. I have taken this data in the Excel sheet. First, let me explain you the result set. So EMP ID 1 has manager ID is not present, right? So Harshit is the main manager. If you see over here, Harshit is the super manager. You can say that super manager. Now let's go to the employee ID 2. What is the manager ID of that employee ID 2? So it is 1, right? So Manish manager is, what is the employee ID of that manager ID in this second table? So it is Harshit, right? So Manish manager will be Harshit. So if you see over here in the table, this is the Manish, then Manish manager ID. Now we have not, in this table we do not have manager name, right? But now we want manager name. This is actually as manager name. So this is actually the manager name of employee ID Manish. So how can we get that? We have get that because we are joining the same table twice, and that is why it is considered as the self join. This is the example of self join. Now let's go to the employee ID 3. So employee ID 3 has manager ID 2, same as if you go into the Excel sheet. Employee ID 3 and employee ID 4 both has manager ID 2. So for both this employee, we have to look into this table. So what is the employee ID 2? So employee ID is 2 is Manish. So that you can say that Manish is the manager of Parth and Mitesh, right? Manish will be the manager. So this is the manager name, Manish, right? Now let me go through the Ketan. So what is the Ketan's manager ID? Manager ID of Ketan is 4, right? Manager ID of Ketan is 4. So that let me go through this same table over here. So Ketan manager is Mitesh. Right. Ketan manager is Mitesh. If you see in this query result set, Ketan manager is Mitesh. Because we are joining the same table twice, it is considered as a self join. So manager ID column of the employee table with employee ID column of the employee table. So this will be our first table E1 and this will be our second table E2. Right. This is considered as a E1. This will be considered as a E2. Right. So this is known as the self join. Now what is pending? Rima is pending, right? So what will be the manager ID of Rima? You have to loop into that. Now you have to search this value in our second table. You have to search this value in our second table. So Rima's manager is Ketan. So let me go to our result set. This is Rima's manager is Ketan, right? So because of we are joining the same table twice, this is considered as a self join. Have you got Aditi? If we are performing a self join and joining the same table twice, then aren't we adding duplicate values in our data? Why do we? No, no, we are not adding any duplicate values in our data. If you see over here, let me execute all these three table. All these three table will give the same number of rows, Aditi, right? We are joining same table twice. Still, all these three records are giving same number of rows. So this will be not giving any duplicate values. If it is a duplicate value, then in final result set there will be number of rows will be more, right? But because of we are joining based on these columns, it will not generate duplicate values, right? Joining same. Over here you are talking. Yeah, I will tell you. If you use the inner join, then there is a one difference will be there. Let me execute. Let me execute everything, all the four. Now over here, this is the inner join. But what is the problem? There is one problem over here. It has eliminated Harshit because Harshit manager ID is null, right? So null will be looped into the another employee table and there is no null values are there or we cannot compare null with null, right? So super manager itself is ignored in terms of inner join. So that's why I have used the left join. Now what I want to do, now I want to do over here I want to do one thing. Let me write e1 dot empid, then e1 dot emp name, e1 dot salary. Now in place of manager name, I want to display super manager, right? Super manager. So in that case what I will do is null over here. This is the main manager, right? So let me execute this query. It will be giving us as a super manager. Now let me try to do inner join over here. I think Hershit itself is not displaying, right? Because Hershit has no manager. So it has eliminated one record. Have you got it right? Okay, yes, yes. This will be coming on the later part of our content. If you see over here in the our content, that is our last point I have mentioned. Find out the employees whose salary is more than their manager's salary. So we will discuss later on this when we go to the only the query part of our sessions. At that time we will discuss that one. Yeah, we can use, yeah, we can use inner join as well. Yes, yes, right. So now the, sorry. Okay, okay, okay. So now there is one small topic is pending. We will go through this one tomorrow only, and we will further see some other topics as well on tomorrow class. So we will keep up to here only. Now anyone has any question or feedback or suggestions they can ask. Otherwise we will wind up our session for today and we will connect over again tomorrow. Hello. Yes, yes. Okay. So we have one table which is employee table, is there, right? Now what we want to do, we want to find out the manager name from this table because we have not given that column, right? Manager name column is not given. So we want to display the manager name from this table. So for that purpose, we want to join the table to itself. So over here, I have joined the table to itself, but with left join. But ignore this left join keyword. This is actually called as a self join only because we are joining the same table EMP table twice. So here we are joining the table with the same with the manager ID and employee ID from E2, right? So let me go through the employee ID 1. So employee ID 1. So what is the manager of employee ID 1? There is no manager, right? There is no manager of that particular employee ID. So let me execute this one. So what I have written over here? I have written over here is null condition. So when we find there is no value, let me eliminate. Let me try to just execute paste this one over here and let me execute. So whenever manager ID and employee ID from E2 is not matched, because over here if you see it is null, right? So null will be not present in employee ID. Also we cannot compare null with null, right? So in for that reason it is showing us over here null. But now what I have done, because Harshit is the super, I want to display Harshit as a super manager. So what I have done over here, I have mentioned the is null condition. And in is null condition, what if I have column, I have value in EMP name as a null, then it will be super manager. So that is why in place of Harshit, it is showing as a super manager. Now let me go to the second second row of EMP table E1. So this is our E1, right? So go to this manager ID. So what is the manager ID of Manish? Manish manager ID is 1, right? So now look this manager ID into E2's employee ID, right? This is same table, right? So what is the manager 1, right? So EMP ID over here 1 is Harshit, right? So Harshit is Manish manager. So you can see over here as well, Manish manager is Harshit, right? Now let me go through again the third row. Third row from this one Parth. So what is the manager ID of Parth? Parth manager ID is 2. Now look this 2 value in EMP ID of E2. So it is Manish, right? So Parth manager is Manish. Parth manager will be, sorry, Parth manager will be Manish. Now go to this Mitesh. So Mitesh also manager ID is 2. So look into these twos over here where you can find in E2. So again Manish will be the manager of Mitesh. Just like same for Ketan and Rima. So for Ketan, if you go to the manager ID 4, so 4 will be in the E2. So this is actually basically same table, right? This E1 and E2 same table, we are joining itself. Okay, sure. Uh, it may increase the number of rows, but it depends actually if there is a manager ID or some ID will be repeated multiple times, right? Multiple times in both the tables. Then we do the join. Then it will automatically duplicate it, or it will increase the rows in our final output. Suppose now any other scenario, right? This one we will consider, right? Maybe in this scenario also, like find out the employees whose salary is more than their manager's salary, right? So in terms of this kind of scenario also, we there is only one table we have, right? Employee table. Because employee table is there, their employee ID, then manager ID is also stored in the employee table, then salary is also stored in that same table, right? So in that case also we need to join same table multiple times. So this is one more scenario, but basically records will be increased whenever there is a multiple values will be there in manager ID column over here it is not repeated, but in this, suppose over here in employee table e2 table is there, right? So suppose you are here, actually over here it will not came, but I am just taking some dummy example. Suppose one will become again over here in e2 table, right? And one some other employee. Now if you do self join over here, then rows will definitely get increased or duplicated, right? But this is not the correct scenario. I'm just giving some dummy example, because over here manager id is one is there, right? In e1 table, in e2 table manager id one is three times one is there. uh, it is only one condition it might get duplicacy in data, when base we will do some kind of condition will be there, right? On close we will write some condition, right? In any kind of scenario in join, right? Then suppose there is a, this is one column in which unique values are there, and this is another column in this duplicate values are there, right? Then there is no problem, then there is no problem. But when duplicacy will come, then in both the joining condition columns we have duplicated data. At that scenario only we will have duplicate or duplicacy in records. Like cross join, you can say that. Okay, I will try to rectify any, if I found any another self join example, then I will show you tomorrow in our class. So up to now everything will be clear, right? So okay, if anyone has no question, then today for today we will wind up, and from tomorrow we will again continue with some more topics. I will upload this video in my YouTube channel. So if you want to go through the recording anytime, you can go through it. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. We will meet again tomorrow if there is no question. Okay, sure. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, everyone. See you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.